But the moment that you have dominance in your relationship, you see, dominance is something you don't have yourself, that your partner has. You're not affecting it in any way. You're not conditioning it in any way. And because you take that purely in from them, guess what? That means you know something about them that is consistent in the way they are with you, but also in the way they're going to be with somebody else. You know, if you have a partner that has a 43-23 mind that's dominating yours, you know, you're going to know that that they have the same outrageous way of expressing their knowing with somebody else as they do with you. I mean, you know that. And you know when you meet somebody who's been with them and they start talking about what your partner was talking about, you're not surprised. You know, that's a dominance. And it's something very lovely because, of course, it's a way of loving something in your partner, you know, that has nothing to do with you. As a matter of fact, to learn to love that is really a trial, because that's the other side. Obviously, when you come into a relationship and your partner has a whole channel, they're going to change the way energy is moving in you. And they're going to condition completely the way in which that energy moves. Completely. So here you have somebody in which the feel-good energy and the manifestation of that feel-good to the throat, that's him. You know, she's not going to benefit from that feel-good unless he brings it and offers it. And it's always through his context that she experiences that feel-good, not through her own. You know, this is a conditioned element. And it's a conditioning to the throat. Anytime that you have any of the 4 ways that we connect involving the throat, you have to pay attention. You see, we all have our own way of expressing ourselves according to our design. Now, when I say we all do, there's only one person who doesn't. That's the person who has a throat center that has absolutely no activation whatsoever. None. But if you have a minimum of 1 gate activated in the throat, from then on, you always have a theme of manifesting. You always have a theme of communicating. Now, of course, what happens to us in our relationships is that the voice can change. I mean, that's one of the things that people notice the most. You know, I have a certain tone of voice and a certain way of dealing with you, but it's very different than the tone of voice and the way that I deal with my children, my lover, whatever the case may be. In other words, depending on the relationship, the way the voice works can be altered because it can end up functioning through another gate. Now, if you look at her individual design, I don't want to go through all that. In her